welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bills and the Commanders, and it comes your way. Next.
When you think about the classic venues to host the NFL's ultimate game, this one's right up near the top of the list. The Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. We are minutes away from Super Bowl 59, and we've got a tremendous matchup in store. The moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the NFC champions, the Washington Commanders. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, the Commanders making their first appearance in this game with their new nickname. Remember, under their previous moniker, they made the big game 5 times and won it 3 of those.
But it's been more than 30 years since their last appearance here, partner. Super Bowl 26 in Minneapolis. That was the old Metrodome. Mark Rippon leading them to victory in that one.
Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Allen going to throw. Got a man. That's shorter. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 3.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. So here is Washington now backed up a bit to start their first drive. Leading them out, their young quarterback, the rookie from LSU.
And as we know and as we've discussed here in the run-up to this game, this is history in the making. The first rookie quarterback to ever start in a Super Bowl. An absolutely tremendous accomplishment, something no one else has done. But he doesn't want to just go down as the first to make a Super Bowl. He's told us all week he's here to win it.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know. But what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try and prevent that from happening again.
Here's Daniels. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Allen. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. A gain of 8 there on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Throwing now is Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And complete right side to Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Allen now looks to throw. This taken in by Kincaid. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We are just getting started here at Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. 1 quarter in the books. 0-0 our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the 2nd quarter. Well, welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year, Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Garden, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, it was so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. Under pressure, they got him again. Jonathan Allen, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Here's Allen. Steps away to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play, maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Play action, now it's Daniels. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Gregory Rousseau. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he is caught. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. Throwing now is Daniels. Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw, it's Allen. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Now Allen. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Allen to throw it. Shakir hauls it in. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 36 yards out. The kick by Bass is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. One half remains to decide who will stand on the podium with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And to call the second half, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Both teams making their final adjustments of the season during this long halftime break. Who will claim the Lombardi Trophy? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles in New Orleans for the second half of Super Bowl 59.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this third quarter. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Eckler now between the tackles. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's Tressway now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. To the air goes Daniels. And that's into the hands of Eckler. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Here is 3rd and 5. Now Daniels. Complete to Zacchaeus. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there. Good for a Washington 1st down. They go play action. Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Motion man is Crowder. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and give it instead to Eckler. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. And he rifles one incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So that's the end of 3 here in Super Bowl 59 from Caesars Superdome. The 4th and final quarter coming right up. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. To Crowder, and he's got it on the crossing route. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Austin Eckler. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are an extra point away from taking the lead in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. To the air, Allen setting up the screen for Cook. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Allen. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Allen gonna throw. Has his man, it's Shakir. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Throwing, Allen. They'll try the middle with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
That is caught by Shakir. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now Allen. Completes to Shakir once again. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Here's first and goal. To throw is Allen. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for two. Allen to throw. And no, it's incomplete. So they can't convert for two, but they still have the lead as we get toward the end of the fourth. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll come up first and 10 here. He's back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up.
Let's go now.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown! He's in on the game's final play. No time on the clock, and they're the Super Bowl champions.
Wow.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Well, they did it. The Washington Commanders, Super Bowl champions. And this storied franchise will once again possess the Lombardi Trophy. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
There's Commissioner Goodell set to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Washington Commanders, champions of Super Bowl 59. So that will conclude our coverage this year on EA Sports. I want to thank my partner, Charles Davis, for another incredible season together in the booth. Till the fall, folks, Brandon Gaudin saying good night from New Orleans.